And good morning. Good morning. How's everyone doing today? As we all should know, or hopefully everyone knows, today is Good Friday, celebration of the day that the Christ was crucified after having gone through the trials, being turned over to Pontius Pilate, tried, and crucified, then put into the tomb donated by Joseph of Marimathea, and of which on Sunday morning, which is we celebrate Easter Sunday, he arose from the dead. So, no, it's not political. Back then it was, but not today. But anyway, uh, as a going with our normal, this is Good Friday stream. We are going to try to avoid politics today and just sit back and have fun. Now, Ron did promise me she was going to be here this morning, but because she was suffering a migraine yesterday. But migraines have a tendency not to go away when we want them to. So Raman may not join us today. So if so, that's just going to leave me. And we all know how boring that is with me by my lonesome. Because I'm just not that funny, to be honest. I seriously, I'm not that funny. Unless I've got, my wife will tell you, my spats of being funny and humorous come and go. Dar, he comes when he can. Uh, he's getting within a few years of retirement, and he's out chasing that money when he can right now, trying to get his retirement, trying to get everything caught up for his retirement. And so when he has to work on Fridays, when he has to have meetings on Fridays, um, that's just the way it is. And I'm not going to fault him. He's got his. I mean, you've got to look out for yourself when it comes to this kind of stuff. And I did the best I could. Some things I think I could have. Looking back, there are things I wish I'd done differently, but I didn't, and now I make do with what I've got. My biggest mistake that I made that I regret is I had a job with the post office, got accepted for a job with the post office. I didn't want to make an hour and 20-minute drive to the post office that they were assigning me to. And now I wish I had taken that job. Because if I'd put in my 20 years at the post office instead of 20 years at a hotel, I'd have been a lot better off. Yeah, Digi, you're right, man. I'm what I see happening at colleges anymore this past decade is something else. My wife is off today, and she's out doing yard work, and my son dropped off their dog yesterday because they're going out to the fish camp for the weekend. And so, and that their dog does not like the fish camp. Drives him nuts when he goes out there. So they drop him off with us when they go out there. And the wife wanted to put the dogs inside while she did some yard work, and I'm sitting there going, "Dear, I got a stream here in a few minutes, and I cannot do that if I got two dogs sitting here barking in the house. That's not going to work." So then this afternoon, I boiled up almost 2 dozen eggs yesterday. This afternoon, I've got to make egg salad. Not egg salad, deviled eggs. I got to make deviled eggs this afternoon for the wife to take out. They're having a party at the fish camp tomorrow. And they invited the wife and I out, but I can't go. So the wife's going to go, but I've got to make up all these deviled eggs to go take them out with them. That's going to be my main job. That and putting up solar panels, security lights that run off of solar panels. I really like this ring one I put. I managed to get one of the ring solar panel lights, and I put that up, and I really like it. It was a sort of a pain to get it put up and tied into our existing ring system, and then having to go out and reset the sensitivities and everything so that it it turn on the lights when we want the lights to kick on. So that was kind of fun yesterday. I've got two more that I'm putting up that aren't not tied into the ring system because I don't have cameras pointing that direction. I'm going to order one more of the ring system lights to hook up in an area where it would be caught by a camera. I may order two more, put one uh, I may order two more of the ring lights, but at $100 and some a piece, that's going to be a little bit. Um, order them one at a time, wait a month or so, and then order the second one. I'm just trying to keep a minimum balance in my bank account. That's all. So when I start getting down close to that minimum balance, I quit buying because I just want to see I like seeing those. I like seeing a certain amount of money sitting in my bank account. But anywho, uh enough just gabbing about me and my life. One of the things I figured I'd do is sit here and talk about, just go through X and some of the funny things that have gone there. And that you're seeing on that's popping up on my X feed. I did go to college, did you? I've got a degree in airfield management, which I used in the Air Force. I've got a degree in uh, electrical engineering, which I used in the Air Force, but haven't used since. Uh, I've got a, degree in journalism, 2-year degree in journalism, and I've got a degree in radio and television broadcasting. And I haven't used any of them since 1998. Have not used any of my degrees since 1998. So basically, they didn't cost me a whole ton to get, but they're all worthless degrees as far as me being able to use them after I retired out of the Air Force. So the journalism degree never did me any good whatsoever. The radio and broadcast TV broadcasting degree, I really thought it would do me good in the Air Force trying to get into AFRTS, Armed Forces Radio and Television Services. And they said I unbelievably heard the usual, you're overqualified. And I was like, what? What? You don't even have to send me through tech school. You can send me direct duty assignment. I've spent 2 years working in a television station. I've got my first class FCC license. You don't even have to train me. Just send me direct duty. And they said no. Oh, sounds like ramen got here. Somebody popped in, probably ramen. Yeah, it was ramen. Good morning,
Okay.
young lady.
Pour that out. Throw that out.
No, I'm not throwing nothing. You want me to throw you out? I'll throw you out,
Yeah.
ramen. Did you said you wanted me to throw you out? I'll make a bet she can't hear me. I will make a bet ramen cannot hear me.
Come here. Show you. Come here. Put that in the trash. Look at this. That should be in the fridge.
Whoops, muted the wrong person. There. I'm going to mute her for a minute here until she gets taken care of what she's got to take care of there. Ramen, you're muted. And if you can't hear me, so that's, I've got, so overall, Digi, yeah, I've got a pretty low uh, opinion of college educations for the most part. No, but I also, I'm an old farm boy, so.
Hello.
Oh, can you hear me, Ramen?
There you go, sweetheart.
Can you hear us, Ramen?
Oh. I'm not hearing anything.
Okay, you need to fix your thing.
Okay. Probably because my daughter changed the settings. Disable this. No. What did she do? Oh, she muted the site. Okay.
Test 345, Ramen. Can you hear me now?
Hello, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we've been hearing you. In fact, I had to mute your mic because I didn't want, telling your kids to go do things.
Oh my god, it's morning. Mornings are. I'm not a morning person. I'm sorry. I don't know if you picked
That's
up on that.
okay.
Good morning. How are
So,
you?
how are your migraines feeling this morning?
Not. It's better than usual, but not great. I haven't had coffee in a week. How are you doing? That's what's important.
Oh, I'm doing finer than a frog hair split 3 ways. Got the wife home this morning. She's outside puttering around. Got my son's dog here, so my dog is going nuts. My dog and cat are going crazy. And Digi and I were talking about the what was good about going to college or not, and how I wasted my college degrees. So anyway, uh I was going through X this morning. I keep wanting to say Twitter. I was going through X this morning and found some interesting things that I figured we could have fun with this morning or just talk about. This is the, are you there, Ramen? No, sounds like, oh, she muted herself. So that means she's talking to her kids about something. So I'm going to start off with this guy here. 80-year-old man refuses to beg for parole during hearing, saying, I've got 5 months to go. Now,
Oh,
I've not had a
dang.
chance to listen to this yet. So whatever he says, is going to be as much of a surprise to me as it is to you.
Okay. I don't always like surprises, but
Well, he's an
I'm
80-year-old
game.
man, so I mean, talking to a pro board. So how bad
You
can it
know,
really be?
once you hit like the 60s, 70s, 80s, life in prison doesn't really have the same meaning
Right.
as it did when you were 20. So I can see this.
So let's hear what the man's got to say.
Okay.
Hey, if you're gonna give it to me, give it to me. If not, I could go back. I'm not here to debate with y'all or nothing.
That
If
would
you're
be,
gonna give
yeah,
me
I can
parole,
see
grant it
that.
to me. If you're not gonna grant it to me, I got 5 months to go. As simple as that.
Well,
Yeah.
Mr. Edwards, you make it very difficult to even consider you for parole.
He doesn't look like he cares.
I'm just being straight up. If you're gonna grant it to me, grant it to me. If not, I'll go back and I'll finish my time.
Tell us why you think you deserve parole.
Now, I'm going to tell you,
Oh,
that old biddy needs to be taken off the parole board.
we sure you heard him say that that meeting should have been over. As soon
Either
as he
that
said
or
that.
she should have sat there and said, yeah, you're right. I see your point.
All right, have a nice remainder
You
of
know,
5 months, sir.
and no, I would have granted it to him. I would have gave him his
Oh,
5 months parole.
okay.
The man's 80 years old. He's being straight up saying, listen, if you're going to give it to me, give it to me. If you're not, you're not. I've got
He's
5
not
months
asking
left.
for it. He don't look like he care either. Stop, please. Okay. If you live till next month, yes. It's getting highly doubtful. Yes, please.
So, I mean, I can
Check my place.
understand his position here.
Yeah. But see, I'm not that woman. I'd be like, okay, well, I'll see you in 5 months, I guess. Have a good time.
Well, yeah, she didn't have to see him in 5 months. His time is up.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Okay, go. I love my
I want to
children.
listen to this again because I like his. That woman made me. I should have saved it. I wish I'd saved this now because that woman made me mad. Her whole
If
attitude made me mad.
Tell us why you think you deserve parole.
Hey, if you're gonna give it to me, give it to me. If not, I could go back. I'm not here to debate with y'all or nothing. If you're gonna grant me parole, grant it to me. If you're not gonna grant it to me, I got 5 months to go. As simple as that.
Well, Mr. Edwards, you make it very difficult to even consider you for parole.
I'm just being straight up. If you're gonna grant it to me, grant it to me. If not, I'll go back and I'll finish my time.
Tell us why you think you deserve.
Eh, He's not doing anything wrong. He's not saying anything wrong. And she should have been sitting there saying, you're right. I mean, if the man's only got 5 months left, he's only got 5 months left. And at 80 years old, what kind of trouble is he seriously going to get into? Short of going out and robbing someone to go back into jail because he's been in prison for so long he's institutionalized. He knows exactly what he's going to do. He's got a place to sleep, three meals a day. You know, they may not be great meals. They may not be meals you and I like. but it's better than but at 80 years old, I mean, he obviously doesn't have a place to live. He doesn't, what kind of bank account? I mean, he's going to be living off Social Security, what, $1,000 a month after taxes? $800 a month after taxes? That's what he's going to live on? Where's he going to live for that?
Maybe a shelter. Who knows?
Uh,
Good luck finding one if you're a man.
yeah, really. Good luck trying to find some place, halfway house, take him in and let him live out his life there, maybe. So I mean, I see his point. Well, he's only got 5 months left out of God knows how long of a sentence. So
We don't even know what he's in for, how long he's been in, nothing.
right. But I mean, at that point, when you've got less than a year left, 5 months. My God. I remember when I was counting down my last 5 months in the service. Okay, it was like that time just flew by. Trying to get things done that I wanted to get done before I got out.
Okay.
Wow, that sounds painful.
I'm sorry. I don't eat breakfast food for breakfast, so
Oh,
good luck bearing with me. It's a good sandwich, though.
I made sausage, egg, and cheese sandwiches for breakfast this morning.
Oh, nice.
I had a pound of sausage I'd already browned up with some onions. It was sitting in the refrigerator, so I pulled that out, and then cracked some eggs, threw some hamburger buns in the air fryer to toast them up, sliced up some cheddar cheese, butter, mayonnaise, salt, pepper, and the wife and I had a decent breakfast.
Nice. We got sandwiches in our delivery yesterday, so they're not breakfast sandwiches. It's turkey and cheese, but it's still good.
Any sandwich is a breakfast sandwich.
Damn right.
I've eaten pizza for breakfast.
Same. Oh my God. I've eaten real pizza for breakfast, though, from a little family pizzeria. There used to be around the corner from when I was little. And that was the best
pizzas I made for supper last night.
Oh.
I've got that granite stone pizza oven.
Yes, you do. This is like the best Saturday morning cartoon breakfast ever. Those ice cold pizza with real sausage on it. Not those pellets from Domino's, but
the only thing the wife reminded me of is she doesn't like black olives. She didn't remind me about that until she was halfway through her pizza.
How can you have tuna macaroni salad without black olives? Okay.
She does not like black olives on her pizzas or anything else.
Poor woman.
Green olives, she's perfectly fine with green olives, but not black olives.
Not on pizza though. Olives on pizza, no matter what they are freaking gross.
Olives don't bother me. I like olives.
Me too.
I'll sit there. Every now and again, I'll buy that jar of garlic olives from Sam's Club.
I didn't know the garlic olives were a thing. Jesus.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they're a thing. And I'll sit there and eat half the jar.
Oh.
Just straight out of the jar.
I like olives and I like garlic, but together I don't even get it, man. It's not like chocolate and peanut butter, they're good together. It's just wow, why? Why would you even think of that? Like who would think of such a thing?
Oh, I can't wait until tomorrow.
What's tomorrow?
I've got last Saturday the wife had bought some gummy bears that she was going to give our grandson.
I love those. Okay.
Right.
As long as they're not the sugar-free ones.
Well, my daughter-in-law said, no, we don't let them eat gummy bears. Oh,
Why? They're
okay.
good. Gummy worms are even better, but okay.
So I told the wife I'll take them. She goes, okay. And she expected me to start eating them.
Mm-hmm.
No, I
Oh,
keep if I get a jar in that's got a lid, I usually keep it.
okay.
All right. So I put all these gummy bears in a jar and filled it with a coffee monster.
Oh no.
And it's been sitting in the refrigerator since last Saturday.
Dissolving.
No, the gummy bears expand
Oh Jesus, I can't.
and they absorb the caffeine and such out of the uh, liquid that they're in.
Oh my God, that's crazy.
It's like maraschino cherries that have been soaked in rum. Have you ever had those?
I'm trying to think. I know I had something with cherries, but like I've had a moonshine. Those are good.
Okay,
Moonshine cherries and moonshine peaches.
you take a jar of maraschino cherries and pour out the liquid and top it off with rum. And every 3 days, pour off the liquid and add more rum to it.
My God.
And all it does is absorb the flavor. All it does is absorb the alcohol. It does not absorb the flavor of the rum.
Okay.
All right, but first time I had those, I was 18 years old. And remember,
Ooh,
back in the day, it was legal to have alcohol when you was 18.
I wouldn't remember that, but okay.
And the guy, this family friend who was trying, the parents who were family friends
Mm-hmm.
were trying to hook me up with their daughter. They were trying
Oh.
hard to hook me up with their daughter. Uh,
Okay.
And I'm going to be honest, I would have in a heartbeat. She was absolutely gorgeous.
Do I want to know?
She didn't like me.
Oh.
I I wasn't crazy enough for her.
Oh no, I've dated crazy. You gotta let that go.
No, she liked crazy. And me being, well, she liked smoking a little weed on the side. And me being in the Air Force, I couldn't do that.
Mm.
So she, like I said, she liked a little more wild than what I could be being active duty.
No, there's wild
But
and there's wild. I've never visited Canada willingly, but I have woken up there. Fuck wild. I'm at that point. My heart can't take wild anymore.
and so her daddy one day we're sitting there and we're playing gin rummy, and he asked me if I like maraschino cherries. I said, yeah, I love maraschino cherries.
Mhm.
So he went and got a jar of maraschino cherries, opened them up, and drained them and put them, dumped them into a bowl and put them out there. And I reach over and I grab a couple, three of them, and I pop them in my mouth and I eat them. And these things are
Mhm.
really good. And a little while later, I grab a couple more. You know, I'm I may only be 18, 19 years old, but I'm trying to show a little respect for the man. I'm not going to eat all of his maraschino cherries
Right.
because even I know that those things aren't cheap.
Right. I
They're
mean, they're
never
not mortgage inducing, but they're not free, and
right.
you know,
And
yeah.
I
I
think
get
I
it.
ate like 6 of them.
Oh, they sound so good.
And I went to get up to go do something, and all the alcohol from them cherries hit me at one time. And
And
I
it was only
fell
6 of you?
over and
Oh
face
my god.
planted in the middle of his living room.
Oh my god.
Drunk, and he and his wife
I
sat there
bet he laughed his ass.
laughing their asses off at
Oh,
me.
they sabotage you, buddy.
Yeah, they did. They said they knew what was going to happen when I got up. They're
Oh,
just
that's not
waiting
even
for it.
nice.
You know, and these are the days, things like that. I'd rather tell the story than have the video.
Right.
You know, I'm glad cell
And
phones weren't around back then because you know if they'd had
evidence.
been, they would have recorded that. You know,
Yeah.
they would have recorded that.
Oh yeah.
You know, watch this innocent young punk here who's, I mean, at that time, I'd never even been drunk before because, I mean, growing up with an alcoholic, you sort of avoid getting drunk. You know, you're going to go one of two ways. You're either going to become a drunk yourself or you're going to sort of avoid getting drunk.
Okay.
And I was the avoid getting drunk type. Yeah, I enjoyed my alcohol. I never did like beer. I enjoyed my bourbons.
Okay.
I mean, that is in bourbons, but you know, I experimented with some beers and Mad Dog and Everclear and such, and I just never really enjoyed them as much as at the time I drank mostly Jack Daniels or Jim Beam because they were cheap, relatively cheap. Canadian Mist on occasion, but man, he got me drunk off of maraschino cherries.
Mm.
And I could swear, you know, I swear this young lady that posts on TikTok, I swear she looks so much like this girl did. I mean, it could be her daughter.
Oh.
It
Okay.
really could be. And she is from Phoenix originally also, which is
Oh.
where this, and now it's like, you know, it's, man, could I have dated this woman's mother?
Oh.
No, now I'll tell you, there is absolutely no way in hell she could be my daughter. No way,
Right.
because her mother and I never did
Right.
anything because, like I said, her mother really didn't care for me.
Her mother was an idiot. Okay.
Well, I was back then I mean, was not near the guy I am today.
Okay.
All right. I was extremely shy,
Oh.
especially around women. Okay. It was just, I mean, remember, I didn't even date going through high school.
Okay.
All right. My life revolved around the television station, the farm, and school. The
Okay.
TV station, the radio station, schooling, and the farm, pretty much in that order. That's where my life revolved around. So, I mean, yeah, I did try a couple of dates like for the prom and such and homecoming,
Hmm.
and they honestly, I was like, nah, this just turned out to be me spending a bunch of money on somebody that Monday morning they're not even going to talk to me. In
Okay.
fact, I didn't even go to the prom.
Oh.
I didn't go to either one of my proms, junior or senior year.
Yeah.
So,
I don't think you missed much. I mean, they make a
no.
bigger spectacle, but
Oh man, there's a dress, a woman that sells fancy dresses. She's got a dress
okay.
shop. Okay.
Okay.
And when prom time comes around, she's telling this story that when prom time comes around, you know, she actually writes down the name of the person and what school they go to, and what dress they're buying, because
Hmm.
she will not sell the same dress to another girl who's going to the same school.
Very, very smart.
All
Okay.
right. Uh, and she only gets in like 4 or 5 of each dress.
Okay.
Okay, and because she gets people in from 5 different schools coming and buying
Nice.
dresses from her. She gets women in. So anyway, the after prom weekend is over with, Monday morning she gets a phone call, and it's this woman screaming bloody murder. How
Uh-oh.
she sold her daughter's dress to another girl.
Mm.
And she's going, I absolutely did not. What's your daughter's name and what school did she go to?
Mm-hmm.
And she went through and she broke out her list of everything. And no, your daughter bought this dress 3 weeks ago, and absolutely nobody else in that school had bought one.
Uh-oh. Somebody's wrong there. Okay.
Okay. Well, a couple of days, the next, oh, wait, no, she got that phone call on Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. On Monday, she got another phone call.
Oh, no.
And this woman was rather nice. The first woman was ugly as all get out. But the woman that called on Monday was rather nice
Okay.
and said, hey, I've got a story for you. And she goes, what's the
Uh-oh.
story? And she goes, I'll make a bet I know what the story is. Turns out the second woman's daughter goes to a different school in another state.
Oh, no.
But she come and bought the dress from her in January. Well,
Oh, no.
a guy she knew at the other school asked her to go to his prom also.
Oh.
So she ended up going to 2 proms. Well, since she already had her prom dress from her own prom, she wore that same dress to the second prom she went to,
Right.
which
Where the other
happened to
girl was.
be at the same school with this other girl. Well, the first mother's threatening to sue her.
She didn't break any law, so good luck with that.
Well, yeah, there's no laws against it, but she's still threatening to sue her and drag her
Oh,
name through the
God.
mud and everything
This is why I
else.
hate people.
And she's like, and then I guess I know I'm not Catholic,
Okay.
and come of course this is come young girls around 7 or 8 years old, I guess, in the Catholic Church, they have their first communion,
Okay.
and so they buy communion dresses.
Mm-hmm.
And she sort of tries to do the same thing for communion dresses.
Right.
Problem is they had a pair of twins coming in, and both twins wanted the same dress.
Oh, God.
And the mother said, "Sure, let them have that. They both like that dress. Let them have it. Let them each. You got
Mm-hmm.
in this. You got 2 dresses in that size. Yeah." The mother bought them for her.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "This is their first communion. I'm going to pretty much give them what they want as long as it's
Mm-hmm.
not too stupid.
Oh.
And if these 2 girls want to wear the same dress for
Mm-hmm.
communion, I'm not going to argue with it.
Right.
It's not that big of a deal to me. And why start a family fight over it?"
I mean, they're like, what, 6, 8? I mean, if they decided
Yeah,
they're okay
there's
wearing the same thing.
yeah, somewhere between 6 and 8 years old, probably. Haven't, like I said, I'm not Catholic, so I don't know when they do their first communion for children.
It really starts with, like, how old were they when they started taking the classes? I was a little late in starting those classes, so not only was I a little older than the other kids, but it took place on my birthday, which everybody for some reason was angry about. I don't get it, but
I don't get it either. I mean, why get mad over that? But anyway, but that story was kind of funny to listen to.
okay.
Listen to this woman that owns this dress shop go through that whole mess about the other one.
Yeah, that's crazy.
All right, here's another video off of X. that I thought was, let's go ahead and watch this. Now this is I've seen before, so this old boy on a motorcycle, just right. Now, did you see anything wrong?
No.
No, I didn't see him doing nothing wrong.
He's probably like 12 or something, or 8.
You hear that? This guy yelling at him, "Don't do that again." I have no
Oh.
idea what he did.
Did
'Cause
he just
nothing
open
showed up
that
on-
door?
Because nothing showed up on the video.
Don't fucking do that again. I am sorry. Yo, you fucking do that again. I'm not gonna fuck up. Get the fuck off me. I didn't see it. You don't fucking do that again. I didn't see it. Relax. I didn't see it. Don't fucking tell me to relax.
Now, why? Why in the world?
What did he supposedly do? Don't do
I
that
don't
again.
know.
What did he do? That's
I,
fucking ridiculous.
but why in the world would you smack somebody wearing a motorcycle helmet? They're not going to feel it other than the impact.
Well, I guess
you're
that
not
makes
going
me
to,
think.
you're going to hurt your hand more than you hurt them.
There you go.
You know?
Don't tell me to relax. You want to fuck around? You want to fuck around? You want to
You can tell none of these guys have ever fought before. I like the way his buddy come to the rescue there. Now, see, there's the guy in the pickup truck, I think.
Okay.
And that oncoming car was way down the way. So, I don't see where he did anything to make him mad.
People will find shit to fight about.
I meant to ask you this. You posted there that you don't date. Well, you're married, aren't you? Or at least I thought you were. But
yes, I'm telling you to stop.
What kind of house do you think you would buy if you had all the money? You had Elon Musk money.
I'd have a house built if I had Elon Musk money.
Would you buy that house?
I don't know. Let me get a better look. Oh, that's fucking cool. No, I think it would scare my daughter too much. I mean,
Castle
I grew up with that shit.
Grayskull.
Why not a Disney castle? Why fucking Grayskull? I grew up with, with this shit, but no.
Did you buy Texas?
No. If I had Elon money, I'd have a Disney princess castle made up.
You'd have the Disney castle from Disney World there in Florida.
Maybe, quite possibly. I've never been to Disney World. So, yeah, that'd be a thing. I don't know, man. Maybe I'd make the what do you call it? The Hogwarts castle. I don't know.
I would love to know how they got zoning permission to build that.
I don't even know, man.
How did the county or city give them permission to build? Because when you build a house, you have to get permission to build it. You can't just build a house.
Yeah.
But that house, I mean,
Ooh. Oh yeah.
now that would be like a second or third house for me, something that I'd put up for Halloween, that I'd throw
If
Halloween parties in.
if I were gonna make something like that, it would be like a summer home. You know, we wouldn't live there. We'd take trips to go there.
Right. Or a place that I would, if I play, I mean, have massive D&D tournaments.
Oh my god.
Have D&D tournaments inside of there, or other magic games or stuff like that. Of course, the Halloween party. But
Yeah.
Power Rangers Command Center. I never got into Power Rangers, so I don't know what they're about. Except the only thing I know about them is the cute girl that
Pink Ranger.
that
Yeah.
was the original Pink Ranger went to after she grew up, she became she was on a TV show where she was a SWAT, a Canadian version of SWAT.
Okay.
It was actually a good show. The wife and I enjoyed it, but it was a Canadian version of a SWAT show.
I'll take your word for it. Woo-hoo.
Who was the Pink Ranger?
Kimberly something.
All right, let's see here. Come on, you know how to spell original.
I've been having problems with my phone's autocorrect, and it looks like I'm typing Welsh shit into my phone. Like double L, triple Y's, all kind of weird shit. And I think the phone
Oh
is
no,
damaged.
it wasn't the original because it's Amy Jo Johnson
That's what I was thinking of.
was the
Okay.
Pink Ranger.
Yeah. She was
Okay.
cute too.
Uh okay, let's see here. And was it a TV show? Flashpoint was the TV show she was on that I remember.
Okay.
Okay, but she's in another show called False Scorpion. Okay, I've never heard of that one.
Well, now the whatchamacallit,
Okay.
on YouTube, the current in vogue short is "Stop running, let the flurkin eat you."
Let the what?
Flurkin.
What
Appa-
is
It's an alien, but it's a cat. And apparently, they get tentacles coming out of their mouths, and they use it to eat full-size humans without even breaking them down. So I don't know what movie or show it was, but it had Nick Fury, and they were talking about evacuating a ship or a space station, but they didn't have enough shuttlecraft. So the cat goes and swallows one of the guys standing there, and next thing you know, you're hearing over the loudspeakers, "Stop running, let the flurkin eat." That's how they got the people the off the vessel. The flurkins ate them, and they fit all the flurkins in one of the shuttlecraft. Very efficient. It was crazy watching it though. I love it.
huh?
They're pretty kitty cats.
Pretty kitty cats that eat you.
I'm okay with that. I loved my cat. If she wanted to eat me, I would have been fine with it because I was dying anyway. So
Let me die first, and then you can, the animals can eat me, because then the rest of me can be cremated and buried.
okay.
I'd rather have any organs that were worthwhile being and that were worthwhile to be reused, to be donated. But knowing me, none of my organs would be worth 2 cents.
Yeah, that would be me too.
So, Okay, so let's see here. Ah, this I just feel is stupid.
Uh-oh.
Okay, this next thing, and I'll tell you why. Okay, this is just stupid.
Why is that stupid?
Why? Why? You see what they're saying here that a 5-inch inseam is the only acceptable inseam for men's shorts.
Mm-mm.
I'm sorry, I am not wearing a pair of shorts that short.
I won't let
I,
my son wear them either. I don't care. He is old
I,
enough to choose.
I'm this down to the knee type person.
Yes. That's what I get from my son. Yeah.
Okay. I don't even like them above the knee. I mean, I'll take what they're showing here
Yeah.
is a 9-inch.
Yeah.
I'll accept that for around the house wear,
Mm-hmm. Or to sleep
but
in.
but I am not 5-inch inseam.
No.
Go no,
No.
no,
Not even when
absolutely
he was
not.
little would I get that. No. It looks fucking weird. I mean, it's bad enough women do short shorts, but man, it looks really fruity. Sorry.
Yeah, there's just no way I'm going to do that.
No excuse for it.
Okay, now my throat got rid of that frog that was hiding in my throat there for
Mm-hmm.
a moment. You know,
I
so
need, I need
I
to get
like I'm like you with you there. I don't like women wearing short shorts.
it's tacky.
It
Yeah.
is. So this dude's posting their W's. 5 is the only correct answer. Dude, I got news for you. If you think showing off all your leg is what you need to do, who are you trying to attract?
Right? Unless it's another dude.
Yeah, exactly. That's the. I mean, I wasn't even crazy about. I'll tell you, the one thing I hated is when I was swimming and diving competitive on swim teams.
Yeah.
I hated having to wear a Speedo.
Ew.
Booty shorts with juicy on the butt. Yeah.
I thought those were so personally offensive because you know they were being marketed at little girls.
Man, I've seen women with butts the size of Kansas wearing them things. And it's like, how in the hell do you even get in your car? Which you will. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and skip to this other video then. Okay, you will. Here we go.
No. How do you drive like that? God forbid the airbag in your steering wheel goes off because no,
I
that
don't
will
know
pop
which is
those
worse.
implants.
And look at the size of those fingernails she's got.
Nope. So many questions I do not want answers to.
Oh man, let me back that up just a little bit. Look at the size of those fingernails.
Yeah, I saw that. No,
Absolutely nothing about that
no,
is attractive.
thank you. But they do this for men. They think men like that. So there you go.
Those fingernails are just plain scary.
Uh huh.
If I were to go out on a date with a woman,
Oh God.
a first date, and I saw her with them fingernails,
Nope.
It'd be, I'm sorry, no, this date's over with before it
I'd be
even
like,
gets
she's
started.
ready to fight. No. She showed up ready to fight.
I'm just not doing it. That's then seeing boobs like that. It's like no. Bimblification is a thing. Yeah. Okay. You're right, Data.
No earrings, long nails. She arrived ready to fight. Hell with that.
No earrings, long nails. Okay. Is that? I take it that's a thing.
Well, the first thing ghetto girls do when they get ready to fight is hold my earrings. So yeah, she should have no earrings,
Okay.
long
I
nails.
honestly, I did not know that was a thing. I
I
just
didn't either
learned
until I
something
saw it.
new. I just learned something new.
We should all try to learn something new every day, but oh my God, no.
But yeah, I mean, this is a thing. If you would have just told me that there's a woman out there who modified herself so much that she had to fight her way into an airport bathroom, I would have laughed until I saw this video.
Yep.
I mean, look at her trying to squeeze herself in.
I'd rather not, but hey, if everybody else has to see it, I'll bear through it too.
And I mean, where does she get her tops at? Where does she buy bras at?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. I
You,
can't even get my bra size on Temu.
so I
I was
mean,
on Temu.
this is just absolutely ridiculous. And so you notice I showed that after I showed the one about the men's shorts.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Oh my God, I can't. I feel like it's body horror, but for social media. Mm, her
Okay.
mother must be so proud.
Well, let's clean this up just a little bit. Oh, now what did I accidentally do? Oh, I know what I accidentally did. Okay, I wanted to hit that tab.
The hell?
Okay, and
Oh,
this is a
I will
guy,
read them. Yeah, I see that.
Caleb, holding his puppy dog. He's
This is a
30
good
years old.
boy. Okay, scroll
All
down.
right. Let me guess, you're 25 with 3 kids, and you done had your fun, but now you don't want that. You want a real man to settle down with and take care of you and your kids because they're nut inside of you. Okay. I'm 6 foot even, have my own house, 2 vehicles, and I make over 75K a year. What do you bring to the table? If the answer is someone else's kids,
Mm-hmm.
then go kick rocks.
Right?
No man will ever want you. And stop saying you're thick. You're obese. Also, you're not a dog mom. You're a pet owner.
There we go.
Yeah. I mean,
He ain't wrong.
he's good looking. He's
Owns his own house.
muscular. He's got, I mean, that dog's not light. That's a 100-pound dog.
Mm-hmm.
And you can tell he's not even straining to hold it.
Right?
So he's not just got muscles, he's got strength. Two different things.
Mm-hmm.
And he absolutely called it here.
Mhm.
If you're bringing someone else's kid, if you want me to get involved with you, you already got kids, forget it. If you're out of shape, forget it. If your shape is round, forget it.
Right? Nobody should look like a friggin' orange.
I know I'm trying to stop looking like an orange. I want to get back into a pencil shape.
Ah,
But but anyway, I'd rather look like a carrot than an orange anymore.
okay.
So yeah, I mean, that hurt some feelings with that post.
If
You
your
know he
feelings were
hurt some.
hurt, you need to put some more work on yourself, maybe.
She
I'm
can't
just
buy them.
saying.
She makes them. Yep.
I'm not feeling it because I didn't let some loser do that. I was a married woman living in my own home. So screw you. I mean, I didn't make a good choice there, but hey, I wasn't running the streets either. So there you go. Whatever.
Oh, this is not what I wanted to show, but
But
okay.
we're here, so let's do
We're
this.
we're here. So
Oh my god, no, it's not appropriate. Unless he's like 90 or something, wants to see a young pair before he goes. No.
Soy mejor, me pude liberar de esa agonía. El dolor ya se calmó y el recuerdo se esfumó. Uno se cura.
that reminds me of that uh, cashier. Guy comes in to rob her, and she flips her top up, and the guy walks out the door without robbing her.
Oh my god, that didn't work for me. Okay. I
Well, you didn't show
I
off your
no,
rap. She
no,
did.
I had to give out my phone number anyway. I was like 14, 15, and then I was the only person in the car on the train going home from school. And this kid with this little rusty, crackled fucking screwdriver decides to rob me. He must have been about 15 or 16. I was 14, and we're talking. And he's like, well, I'm going to take your money now. It was nice meeting you. I'm like, oh, fuck, come on, man. So he's like, okay, I don't know, you got to make a transfer or what. I'm going to leave you a couple of tokens, but I'm taking the rest of your change and this and this. So he's leaving. He never laid a hand on me. He didn't threaten me with violence, but he had the screwdriver in his hand. I knew what was up. He's like, hey,
Right.
can I get your phone number? I'm like, no, why do you want that? He's like, I thought we would, go hang out small. Like, we're not hanging out now. You're robbing me. You know, and that was that. He was kind of cute, but I don't regret it at all. Oh my God.
Okay, let's see here.
Also,
Uh,
summer is coming and my friends are idiots and they sent their designated guy to ask me if I want to go on the summer road trip. Usually we can just call it the road trip from hell. Every year they pick somewhere and they go. I don't even know where they're going this year or how they're getting there or whatever. I just said no, flat out no. And he's like, come on, don't be like that. We've had fun. No, we had fun at night and then I wake up in a totally different location, maybe not even my own country. No, no.
really?
He's like, wait, I'll make you a deal. I'm like, honey, no good road trip ever started with I'll make you a deal. You need to go home. You go ahead. That's not how a good road trip starts. No, F that. I do not do deals. I am too old for deals. Leave me alone. I'm not. I'm not having my daughter tell her dad when we come back, Dad, we went to Mexico and mommy was mad. No, not a no. No.
Uh,
My
when
daughter's a tattletale.
We went TDY to Briggs Army Airfield.
Okay.
It's down near the uh, Texas-Mexico border.
Okay.
It is a dump of a place. It really and truly is. Absolute dump. Well,
Okay.
before the Air Force goes TDY, they always send an ADVON team out.
Okay.
4 or 5 people to go out and make sure that the billeting is set up, to make certain that where we're going to put the jets is set up properly, that we've got access to, like there at that place, drinkable water. They had to bring us out a water truck every day filled with drinkable water.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That's we were working in green army canvas tents.
Okay.
They brought us out 2 porta-johns and a water truck.
Okay.
All right. It had the big barrel on the back of you had the truck with the big barrel on it.
Oh yeah.
That was what they brought us out for drinking water. They didn't even bring us cases of bottled water. They brought that thing out.
Okay.
We ended up buying our own cases of water and taking out
Um,
there with us.
okay, I hear you.
I mean, God, I hated that 2 weeks that we were there. The only good thing about that is we were staying. They had no place to put us on base, so we were staying at a hotel downtown, right across the street from a coffee shop.
Oh, okay.
And that coffee shop sold coffee based upon its caffeine content.
Oh my God.
And one night I had 3 cups of coffee in my room, and I got back to the room, went to lay down, and the room was spinning on me.
Oh, I've
That,
had that.
hey, Data,
I've
that's
had
how
that.
much
It's not
caffeine
fun.
was in that. I mean, my ears were ringing, the room was spinning. Oh, but anyway, uh, our Advon team, we're boarding the aircraft, the 130 to fly out there, and we get a phone call from, our commander gets a phone call. 3 of our 5 Advon members are sitting in a Mexican jail.
Oh, damn.
Why? Why do you think
I'm very sure alcohol was
3
involved,
enlisted guys are sitting in a Mexican jail? You're
and
right. Alcohol was
and
involved.
possibly hookers.
No, no hookers.
Oh, well, then it's gonna be boring.
Not really.
Oh, what did
They
they
were
do?
walking across the little bridge that
Okay.
you'd go from the Mexican to the American side of the border. They got on the
Okay.
American side of the border, turned around and pissed on the Mexican side.
Oh no.
And the Mexican police did not appreciate that and arrested them.
Of course they did. Like they don't have enough real crime.
So they're sitting in the Mexican jail for pissing on the Mexican side of the border. If they'd gone 5 or 10 more feet, they'd been on the American side of the border, and they'd been in a Texas jail instead of a Mexican jail.
Hmm.
But being in the Mexican jail just made it all the worse.
Well, it's like my daughter said, they put me in jail just because I'm Mexican. No, sweetheart, you're not Mexican. And you haven't been to jail.
Well, this was the
Ah,
second time I had seen this happen. One of the 3 guys and he'd been promoted. He was just waiting for his line number to come up so he could actually be promoted, actually put on the
okay.
stripes and start earning the paycheck.
Uh,
He lost his promotion plus a stripe.
oh no.
So instead of becoming a tech sergeant, he became a buck sergeant.
Okay.
He went from E5. He was supposed to go to E6, and he ended up at E4.
Um,
His wife was not happy.
oh, I bet she tore him a new one. That is a stupid thing to end up in jail for. What is wrong with you? What were you thinking, sir?
Because that's
You
a
weren't.
serious cut in paycheck.
Yeah, yeah. I can see it. Oh,
That was a They could barely make their mortgage after he lost that stripe. They were not them. I think I don't. I just know his family life was real ugly for several months,
yeah. I don't think she was willing to live on the base.
or they couldn't live on base.
Oh,
No, because as an E4, you're not eligible to live on base at the time. You
okay
had to
then.
be E5 to live on base.
Okay.
But they had bought a house.
Um.
So, but anyway, yeah, life got ugly.
Oh yeah.
You know, it's getting summertime out there.
Yeah.
Down here in Florida, it's already, popping up into the 80s.
I'm surprised at how well it's held off because usually in March we start getting this 80s and 85, high 80s because we really
So,
haven't. It hasn't been that bad yet.
so that means boats are coming out. People are going to be getting out
Oh,
in their boats. People are going to start having fun.
no, we can't
People are
have
going
that.
people are going to start drinking while they're driving their boats.
Um,
That means people start getting stupid while they're driving their boats. And just as a reminder, as what can happen when you get stupid. Now, as you can tell, I'm only playing a little bit. Uh, I'm only playing. I'm going to play a minute of this 2-minute video. Well, minute and 40 seconds.
okay.
Okay, but you see him out there having fun, and he's doing his best to impress these women that are with him as to how fast his little boat can go.
Um,
You see, the water's a bit choppy.
yeah,
Now,
I'd
I
have
will
all
tell
our
you,
best. I'd be too scared.
the blonde's doing it right. Boom! You play around and do stupid things, and stupid things happen to you.
Yeah.
He all but knocked himself out. The only thing that surprises me, and honestly, the only thing that surprised me is that none of the women popped out of their suits.
No, okay, yeah. I was kind of expecting something like that.
Yep. But now this is an old video. This video is at least 2 years old.
Okay.
So I know I've seen it around for a long time. But this is just as a reminder, people. If you're going to get in a boat and you got a boat that's got, be smart. Trying to jump a wave in a boat, you may be able to jump a wave in a wave runner or a skidoo or something like that. But don't try to do it in one of these boats. unless you know exactly what you're doing and you got the money to pay for it and you're strapped in like this idiot wasn't. You saw him go flying across, right?
No, I was rubbing my eye, but oh my
Okay.
god, I'm seeing the girls
All right.
jumping. I don't mean the young
All right.
women. So
Watch old Baldy here, who's
Dollar Tree, Jason Statham. Let's go.
piloting this boat.
Damn.
He got hit hard.
No, he hit the floor hard. He didn't get hit. Damn.
He hit the side rail there hard. I'm surprised he got up from that. But don't be stupid when you're out there driving a boat, people.
Sweetheart, he's a guy.
He's a stupid guy.
Well, yeah, nobody's saying otherwise. I'm just,
Oh, I don't need that video anymore because we done showed it. Can I have some more fun with Katy Perry
ew.
and the Blue or Origin women?
Man, whatever. I didn't follow any of that. I was like, eh.
I want to have some more fun with them here.
I mean, they didn't really accomplish anything on that trip, so.
All right. This video here is titled Katy Perry and the Blue Origin Ride.
All right. I used to love those little kitty rides at the.
That is exactly how I feel about that Blue Origin ride, all 11 and a half minutes of it.
Yeah. I didn't really care either way. They weren't making any new discoveries. They weren't actual astronauts. They were not out there to learn and get their astronauts license. It was just an 11-minute trip for some celebrities. Fine, whatever.
Oh, there were two scientific experiments happening though on that trip. I come to find out last night.
What?
There were two. What effect weightlessness would have on Botox
And on implants?
and on implants.
I knew it. I was wondering about that. All right. But jealous people are all, oh, they weren't really in space. Their hair never lost gravity and this. And I'm like, shut up, bitch.
Oh no. They were in space. They got weightlessness.
Yeah. Well, people gotta be
6.5 minutes.
But you use stupid stuff as your reason. Oh, they opened the door from the inside. Well, nobody told them that we're supposed to wait inside for somebody to come up on the outside and open the door for them. So what you want,
Well, it is
was
traditional that other than for emergencies that the door is open from the outside. That is
Okay.
tradition.
Well, that was their first trip, so they wouldn't know that unless somebody told them.
So, but anyway, there's I don't know who found this video and put it up, but thank you for doing it. I laughed. I appreciate it. Which one is this? Oh, okay. Now, if I even knew this happened, I totally forgot about it. Which do you prefer, Pepsi or Coca-Cola?
Not Pepsi, definitely Coke.
You're a Coca-Cola girl?
What's funny? As a little kid in New York, I loved Pepsi.
Right.
and I drank a lot of Diet Pepsi, a lot of Tab, a lot of Fresca. So that stuff started disappearing off the shelves. And then I came here and it all seemed to taste different. So yeah,
So
it's Coca-Cola forever for me.
I'm more of a Pepsi. If I got to drink either a choice between Coke or Pepsi, I'm going to drink Pepsi.
It's weird. They got a brand of Sprite in Pakistan. I don't remember the name, but it's not Sprite, but it's better than Sprite, and I forgot what it was called.
But if I had my druthers, I drink Dr. Pepper.
Hell yeah, that a root beer.
So
See, we have
get,
a fridge now,
get,
so we have
get,
cans of soda in the fridge.
get,
Yay!
give me a good root beer. Give me a good root beer, and I'll take that over
Yes,
anything.
yes. I
So,
drink it for my nausea now because the migraines make me nauseous. So yeah.
but did you know back in 2006, a very trusted employee of Coca-Cola, because evidently, supposedly, rumor, legend, whatever has it that only two people know the secret formula to Coca-Cola, and the handwritten recipe is locked away in a vault.
Oh, okay.
All right, and those two people never fly on the same aircraft or travel together for any reason. That
Oh,
way,
okay.
if something happens to one, the other one is still alive that knows what the secret recipe is. Okay.
Okay.
Well, this woman who'd been working in Coca Cola and felt that she wasn't being paid her worth.
Oh no.
All right. And a couple of men uh, went through Atlanta's Hartfield Jackson International Airport with a yellow Girl Scout cookie box.
Um,
Okay. This guy was going to hand off to somebody for a duffel bag.
no.
And inside of this duffel bag contained dozens of stolen Coca Cola documents and a vial of the secret formula.
Oh my god, I feel like we're at the beginning of Jurassic World with the fat guy with the Barbasol can. Okay. Okay.
All right.
If she felt she wasn't being paid her worth, she shouldn't have taken the job. That's bullshit. But that's me. I'm weird like that, so.
So, anyway, this woman had managed to steal this stuff and was offering it to Pepsi Cola. All
Um,
right. Because, in 2006, she was only making $50,000 a year.
my heart bleeds for
Okay.
more than I make.
In 2006, that's not a bad paycheck for back in
No. No.
2006.
You're right.
Not a great paycheck, but it's not a bad paycheck.
Alright.
Okay.
Please tell me she got busted and that's how you even know about this.
And they sent a letter to a one of the to Antonio J. Lucio, the senior vice president of Insights and Innovation at Pepsi. Dear Pepsi, I have information that's all classified and extremely confidential that only a handful of top execs at my company have. I can even provide
Mm.
actual products and packaging of certain products that no eye has seen outside maybe 5 top execs. I'm looking forward to deliver to the highest bidder this exclusive offer, which is only available for 2 weeks.
Oh.
All right. what had happened, this woman by the name of Joya, Joya Williams,
Um,
she procured all these documents, presentations, emails, and such, as well as samples of all the unreleased products.
oh
And
boy.
she wanted $75,000 for
Of course she did.
them. So basically, she wanted a year's and a half pay. Now, I've always said, I'm not a good thief.
No.
Okay, and mostly because I've got a conscience.
All right.
Okay, I would not feel right stealing from somebody.
Okay.
But if I were to ever steal money or anything, it would have to be enough that I could buy an island somewhere and live on for
Okay.
the rest of my life without ever having to come back to United States soil or any other country that
Oh, there
extradited
you
to the
go.
United States.
Yeah.
Okay? Because there's no amount of money that's worth me going to jail. I mean, it's not even $100,000 isn't enough to make it worthwhile because, $100,000 will send you to jail and you're
Right.
going to get caught. You're going to
There,
get caught.
there's jail and then there's jail.
And I'm not about to go to prison.
Mm.
This person was not designed for prison.
Ah!
I'm just not there. I'm not a JD.
Uh,
Okay, you know who I'm talking about.
uh,
JD over there that makes all the videos about the prison life
oh, JD. What's his
delay.
name? I know. Yeah, delay.
Yeah, I'm not JD delay. I couldn't survive prison.
Mm.
So anyway, um,
I still really
75
feel that if you
$75,000 just is not enough money.
right.
The door thing was he has some special key to unlock the door. Oh yeah, you're right, Data. But so this woman won $75,000, 30,000 up front and 45,000 later on.
Mm-mm. I would know the value of what I stole, and I would demand appropriate compensation. That's that's one of the great mysteries of the world, man. You don't go, no, man. Mm-mm. Nope.
So anyway, this guy that he goes to the airport and he drops off the duffel bag, picks up the Girl Scout cookie box with the $30,000 in it,
Um,
and he gets in his car and he goes back to wherever he and this woman is at. Okay, and they
oh,
divide up the money.
he ain't right.
10 days later, the guy that they gave the money, the secrets to, he calls them up and says, "Hey, I'll give you another $1.5 million for everything else that you've got." So,
Yeah,
these people think they have hit the jackpot. One and a
that's
half
what they
million,
should have started with.
$1.5 million in 2006. That's a lot of money back in
It's still money
2006.
now. I know it ain't to a lot of people, but I and my kids would be set to life with that.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Oh yeah. But you see, a small problem here.
oh no.
When the initial letter went to Pepsi, right?
Mm.
Pepsi called Coca-Cola.
I knew that. I knew it was gonna happen.
and Coca-Cola and Pepsi called in the FBI.
Oh.
Okay.
Ow.
So they set everything up.
Yeah.
And everybody except for the 3 idiots involved in this
Oh God. My head.
were FBI agents.
Of course it was.
Okay. The thing is, what gets me is their prison sentences. All right.
I mean, that's almost government secret level secrets they're trading in. It's one of the most
Yeah.
popular mysteries. That and the KFC recipe, which I even like KFC.
Two of them
Yeah.
one of them got a 2-year sentence.
Okay.
One of them got a 5-year sentence.
Okay.
And the one that actually stole this, the woman that actually stole the stuff from Coca-Cola,
What she
her-
got?
she got 8 years.
I'm surprised, but okay.
That's it. Now, when they were interviewed Pepsi about it later on, okay, the executive uh, the Pepsi people said, this is their quote: "We did what any responsible company would do. Competition can be fierce, but it must also be fair and legal."
Oh.
Do you believe they actually,
Do I believe what?
I mean, I just have yeah, I can believe Pepsi saying, yeah, we're not going to buy stolen uh, secrets from our competitor. But
Okay.
that doesn't mean Pepsi is not going to try to beat the pants off of them.
Mm-hmm.
But see, Pepsi did do the smart thing. One, they did call in Coke and tell them what was going on. And two, none of their people actually ever handled any of the documents
Mm.
or the secret or the samples or anything. None of their people handled it. So that made, they can't be accused of taking advantage. Oh, but I saw that story pop up on my this day in history type thing,
Mm.
and it was like, I didn't even remember that happening.
Okay.
But it is a good story though.
Okay.
It is a good story. These two companies, they would all but murder each other for larger portions of the consumer money.
All right.
But Pepsi, when given the opportunity to have hands of samples of products that Coke hasn't even managed to bring to market yet, they turned down that chance. And yeah, I'd love to have known what the arguments were like in the boardroom discussing this. What should we do? Because there was somebody saying, yeah, let's at least look, make copies of the documents and see what we can come up with. Somebody, some scuzzball, somebody with lower morale level than most of us have would would do that. Yeah, Cold War truce. But that'd be the kind of thing that be like, well, can't we even just peek at it?
Right.
let's just take we won't photocopy it or anything, but let's at least take a look at it.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Ooh, my watch almost hit the ground. I have my watch charging while I'm streaming because it was down to, I forgot to charge it yesterday and it was down to like 13%. So I plugged it into charge while I was sitting here. I've only got, how many more do I have to look at here? Oh, I've already done that. And I've only got one more here. Ooh. We are going to get political here for a minute. It's going to be
Okay.
it's going to be over politics, but that's it's just the
It's
meltdown.
fine.
It's just the meltdown that I'm going to laugh at. Now, before I play this video, okay, I've only once got said anything about somebody about a piece of clothing or something that somebody else was wearing.
Okay.
All right, and I went into a McDonald's, and the young lady behind the counter had the uh, pro Obama gear on,
Hello,
shirt,
princess.
hat,
Ew, why?
and
What happened?
Bush sucks and all this other good stuff on. Okay.
Sweetie, check the hall.
And
Check the hall.
I asked the manager, I said, is this really what you want to do here this close to the election? Have,
Shut
somebody
the door.
wearing,
Lock the door.
wearing this here at, I mean, because I'm not an Obama supporter, and do I really want to spend my money someplace that their employees are wearing pro
Woo!
Obama gear?
Okay. This is something
And
wrong.
she looked
Something
at
wrong.
me. She looked at the young lady and said, and she said, and it could have been just play acting or whatever, but she goes, I told you to go and take that stuff off and put on, your
Right.
McDonald's gear.
Your actual work clothes. Okay.
Right. And,
Yes, baby.
take those Obama buttons off of your apron.
Oh my God.
Yeah. She was, and anyway,
Oh,
uh,
shroom.
and that's the only time I've ever made commentary to somebody's face about what they're wearing when it comes to
Pick that up, please.
political messaging. Back when BLM was a thing, I never said a word about anybody wearing BLM gear. Never said a word
Right.
about
You
it.
just knew they were idiots.
It's like, okay, now I have cotton flack for wearing my Trump hat.
Everybody has. It's fine.
For wearing my MAGA hat, I have gotten either the red one or the white one. I have gotten flack for wearing them.
Oh, you got two. That's cool. Put this on the counter. You need 2 hands. Take that off.
Two, I've got. I've actually
2
I've
hands.
been gifted
There you go.
several of them.
Thank you. On the counter, please. Okay, so
I've got a 45-47. I've got it. I actually was gifted an inauguration hat,
oh,
and then I've got the gold one, and I've got the Elon all black one.
okay.
All three of those were gifted to me. I didn't pay for any of them. So, and I haven't worn the black one. I've worn the inauguration one once.
Okay.
But anyway,
We just
that's
got
what
onion. We just
that
got
the whole
onion.
reason for that is this video right here. The okay.
Okay, hit play. Let's see.
Oh my god, man, you have a baby here with you. You're a disgusting, sick, vile, fucking weirdo.
You're cursing over my
Oh
baby.
my
You're
god,
even
it's
worse.
fucking right. You dumb bitch, you're with this shit. He doesn't want me or you to have equality. Oh my god, go pray for me.
And that's when the pepper
Pray for
spray
me. Go
comes
out and
out.
touch his fucking hands. I'm gonna hit and hold nobody. Sit down. Get out. You're not welcome here. You don't want these people here. You're not welcome. You want me to make you.
See, I'm going to assume that they're in a Mexican restaurant
I don't know. All I
by
know
the
is that
decor, and then her saying you don't want, you don't want these people here. So I'm assuming that this is a Mexican restaurant.
he doesn't want you to have equality. Oh my god. You know, you start screaming and cursing over my baby. No, that pepper spray comes out. No.
Why do people get so upset over other people's clothes?
Because we all see each other on TikTok and Twitter and Facebook acting like damn fools and nothing happening. So that's encouraging.
Okay, I can see your point. I can see that.
People
Since the
stop getting knocked out. That's the problem
since
right there.
uh, since other people got away with it, I can get away with it. Since other
Yeah.
people did it, I can do it. It's the
I-
right thing to
oh
do.
yeah. Yeah. I'm so stunning, so brave. No, you're a dumbass.
Yeah. I mean, this woman is having a complete meltdown over
Tell
it.
me she lost her job over this shit. These are customers. She's supposed to be serving them. Please tell me she lost her job.
I don't think she's an employee. I think she's just another person eating there.
I don't know.
You don't like the fire service. You don't like that.
The cops have showed up.
Oh yeah.
The cops must have been eating there for them to
Yeah.
get there that quick.
Oh yeah.
Y'all right now. This is crazy shit right here. This is some fucked up shit.
What was the fucked up shit?
The cops showed up there when she was
flipping
cussing
out on
them
a bunch
out.
of strangers. Yeah, you know, unless you wanted to commit suicide by bystander, I never saw shit like that growing up.
Chicky
That is
cheese.
fucking weird. Chick cheese, yeah. It's weird, man. I never saw
Oh,
stuff like that as a kid.
what is chick cheese?
I don't know. I don't want to know. Unless the people knew each other, but that's a whole level of mental health dysfunction that I don't want to know about. Chuck E. Cheese. Okay.
Oh, Chuck E. Cheese. Okay.
I hope they put that woman in anger management and maybe
I
a
don't think
stay.
Chuck E. Cheese is that kind of a decor.
No, it
But
really
then
isn't.
I haven't been in a Chuck E. Cheese for dear. How long has it been since we've eaten at Chuck E. Cheese?
Oh, I never ate there. I went there, but I never ate their food.
We went there a couple times when our son was young.
Yeah, we went there for birthdays, but we brought our own cake and they didn't mind.
I don't even know if the Chuck E. Cheese here is. Hey, dear, is the Chuck E. Cheese here in town still open?
No.
How long ago was it? What he was about 7 or 8 years old the last time we went there?
Yeah, I don't remember when it closed.
But I'm saying the last time we were there, he was 7 or 8 years old. I mean, I remember we took him there once or twice for birthday parties. So, yeah, it's been at least 25 years, 20, 25 years since I've even stepped foot inside of a Chuck E. Cheese. So I'd be surprised if they're still even open. No,
Why?
you're kidding me.
Why?
No, oh, okay. Never mind. No, Walgreens, I got your email, so I got your email, so I don't need to listen to you. Now that X had a big post up that Killmark character that down in El Salvador,
Okay.
that big post of his picture saying he's home. So I'm scrolling down through to see what's
Oh,
going on, and it's like, yeah, he's home. He's still in El Salvador.
okay.
So, all right. Yeah, there are more Democrats going to fly to El Salvador now to try to get to.
Oh, Lord.
They're going to waste our tax dollars trying to get that guy back to the States.
Uh,
Yeah, I just cannot believe that their Democrats are going to be spending all this tax dollars to bring an illegal back to the United States.
people are stupid.
Yep. That's
Why?
no, okay. I'm just looking at a poster that the picture just popped up. I'll share it. It's funny.
Okay.
No, I have not seen the Chuck E. Cheese drama there, Data.
No data.
Yeah.
I
The
didn't
year is
know. I
the
didn't even
year is
existed.
2037. Trump has been president for over 20 years. Congress has impeached
Ah!
136 times, all of which were complete BS and failed. They did a good job on the photoshopping there. Except he won't have that much. I mean, he's going bald fast. He's thinning out real fast. Have you noticed that?
I like this.
But yeah, that's cute.
Over 26 years. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
All
I'd
right,
be okay with it being president for 20 years.
I just shared it, so you should be able to find it on my timeline.
I believe you. Ugh.
Oh, that's cute.
It's something, all
There we
right.
go. All right, I am trying to find what is the Chuck E. Cheese drama.
Are you sure you want to do that?
Uh, Come on, do you think Data would steer us wrong?
Oh, he's not here, so yeah, okay.
Chuck E. Cheese drama. The dark history of Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh my God. Now I'm thinking of Five Nights at
From,
Freddy's.
from the window box animatronic Chuck that put a cigar out on a child's head. Okay, let's visit Ranker here. We visited Ranker before. Let's visit them again. Okay. Okay. Massive brawl breaks out in Connecticut. Okay. I've seen that video. After being told to tone it down by a manager, 12-person brawl broke out. No children were injured. No arrest either.
Started by two women who bumped into each other. Yeah, of course it's women. Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Tire flies through a window, injuring 3. A 63-year-old woman drove her car into the ditch, hit a telephone pole, causing the tires to fly off her car and go through a window of a nearby Chuck E. Cheese, injuring 3 kids.
That would be me driving.
Yeah.
I have such bad luck driving sometimes. Oh God.
5 Chuck E. Cheese employees were attacked by a group of people who were angry over a malfunctioning photo machine. One of the employees was slammed on the table and was on the receiving end of an uppercut. By the time the police arrived, the culprits had run away.
Apparently they
Okay.
were never taught. Use your words.
Fist fights over a stolen cell phone. All right. Whoa. The police report says the victim spit in Jackson's face, and that's when things got
So
hairy.
fucking disgusting.
Jackson tried to steal another woman's cell phone and got into a fight. The victim
That's what you
spit in
get.
Jackson's face, and Jackson was charged with 3rd-degree assault. Okay.
That's what you get.
Man literally picked up the wrong kid from a Chuck E. Cheese and almost walked away with him. Whoa.
That's some shit my ex would have done. I'm not even kidding. He left our son at an Eckerd's pharmacy when he was like a month old. I was so mad. He was laughing about it. He went back and got him, but I was so friggin' mad.
Well, look at the people that have forgotten about their kids being in the back seat of their car because they weren't
Dude.
used to having them there to start with.
Yeah, that never happened to me because he would come in the house with a couple of bags and I'd have to go out and get the boy. So, yeah. I'm like, where's our son? He's in the car. And my hands are full. I'm like, all right. I went and got him.
Data, is World Star still a thing? I thought that website folded. A grown woman pushed a 2-year-old who was playing skee ball. The 2-year-old's mother decided to make things real and got into a fight with the other woman. The woman fell into the skee ball machine and had to be the fight broken up by Chuck E. Cheese staff.
I would have left him in the damn machine and closed up, but that's just me.
Dang.
Oh my God.
The guy brought a knife into Chuck E. Cheese and ended up catching a beat down from the local sheriff.
Good.
Smoking heroin in Chuck E. Cheese bathroom. Wow. That's some serious stuff. Okay.
What the
Brought a
hell?
gun to a girl's 1-year birthday party and shot 4 people. One of them was a grandfather who was shot 3 times but made a full recovery. If you got shot 3 times and you recovered, 2 things had to happen,
What?
especially if you're a grandfather, old enough to be a grandfather. First one was the guy doing the shooting was a miserable shot.
Okay.
Okay. The second thing is you're a fairly tough bird to survive 3
Yeah.
bullet wounds.
Yeah.
I'm thinking 3 torso wounds.
Yeah.
Now if you got shot like in the arm and in the leg, that'd be different. But I'm thinking 3 torso shots.
Well, even in your leg, you got arteries and stuff. You
Yeah.
gotta be careful with that. So, yeah. You can't kill Grandpa. Oh, isn't there a movie You Can't Kill Stephen King? I need to look that up.
Can't kill Steven. Oh, when he makes his when he made his cameos in the movies.
I don't know. I gotta see this. The
Well, I
Chuck
know he
E.
got
Cheese
hit by a
one.
car.
Oh my God! Yeah, he got a couple of books out of that one.
Oh
One
yeah.
was From a Buick 8 was actually one of his last really good books. It was
That
more.
was a decent book.
It
That
was
was
kind of like an anthology, chapter by chapter was
yeah.
a whole different story. I like that one.
That was a decent book.
I think they made a video out of it, but I haven't seen it.
I think they did too.
What was that last one? Parents lose daughter at a birthday party?
Yeah. Uh
What?
they didn't realize, evidently they didn't know where the daughter was until after the news reports hit.
Jesus.
What didn't Chuck E. Cheese used to have a different name?
I don't know. I was never a fan of it. I just got stuck taking my kids because it was next to their therapy. So,
Oh.
yeah, it was close by. I couldn't avoid it anymore. And your little kids are like, please take me to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. You can't tell them no. Not
Sure
if
you
you have the
can.
money. Not if you have the money and they're begging to go and they're the only kids in their class that haven't gone. Damn. I'm not gonna not do it just to prove a point. I'm not that kind of asshole.
I I've told my son no several things on his birthday.
He wants to go now to Dave and Buster's this year for his birthday, and I might take him. I told you we got that Jaws game. I don't know how I'm gonna keep it a secret. It's a cute game. I looked at the box and it looked just like it did on the website. I don't know how I'm gonna keep it for 4 months. I might have to ask his dad to hold it. But my first Temu order came just now, and I'm like, oh, it looks like the picture. Maybe Temu is not a ripoff. It's one of those vegetable slicers. It's like a box to catch the chopped vegetables, but the top it has the blades in it, and you put like a half an onion or a tomato or something there, and then you slam the lid down, and it pushes it through the blades. It looked kind of cool. I'm like, I hate chopping onions. I can do this, and it came. I'm so happy. So yeah, I don't even know.
Yeah. Do you watch that TV show 911?
No, no. I watched The Rookie for a couple. Excuse me, for a couple seasons. It was really good.
Uh, let's see. My wife watches that 911, and
Mm.
last night they killed one of the main characters,
Mm.
and they're making up a big deal about it. That I
The only
mean,
911 I've seen is Reno 911. That was a comedy, so
no, this isn't a comedy.
okay. Or Cops. That's it. I didn't really
Uh,
watch a lot of cop shows, so
but
Reno was fun. The Rookie was good because it's Nathan Fillion, man. He's getting old
oh,
too, so you need to catch that. Yeah.
oh, that was their 100th episode. No wonder they had to have something big happen on it.
Oh, there you
It was their
go.
100th episode.
I gotta get croissants from Costco this weekend.
So, well,
Damn it.
okay, I promised the wife I'd only do a 2-hour stream today so that she can go outside and
Um,
work and have the dogs inside because they'll bark their butts off if she's outside and they can see her.
Mommy left us. She is a
Right.
cruel mommy who
But
abandons us. Yeah.
she can't mow the lawn or anything with them out there. She doesn't like running the lawnmower or anything while she's out while the dogs are there.
I ordered Rice Krispies pizza and they were out. I'm
Rice
so
Krispies pizza.
peeps
Oh,
and they were out. I'm so sad. So there's that.
They're not that. I wasn't that crazy. I didn't like them that much.
Okay.
Now the watermelon ones are good though.
I haven't seen watermelon. I mean, they've got the Dr. Pepper ones out again, but I wasn't crazy about
Yeah.
them last time, so I left that.
Well, as usual, the Dr. Pepper ones are good, but the watermelon ones are good.
Mm.
The wife's in the house. She doesn't like me.
The cotton candy ones are actually pretty good. I gotta get some graham crackers so I can make s'mores with the cotton candy peeps and s'mores and dark chocolate.
Oh,
What? Don't
now
judge me. That sounds good.
the wife would like that.
That sounds really. Make them
Hey,
in the microwave.
hey, dear.
Uh oh.
Hey, sweetheart.
Hey, Mrs. Shrew.
You need to get the cotton candy peeps,
And some
some
graham
Hershey's
crackers.
chocolate, and graham crackers, and make s'mores out of them. I'm told those are really good.
I haven't had official s'mores.
You
I
know,
just
I don't
took
like
it.
s'mores, so that would be
I,
for you because you like s'mores.
I just wrapped a little peep around the chocolate before I brutalized it. It was good.
But supposedly
Oh,
the cotton candy peeps make a good s'more. Ramen says the cotton candy peeps make a good s'more. And when I would trust ramen.
don't trust ramen. It'll get you in trouble. Oh my god. Yeah, they were. But all I did was wrap it around a piece of chocolate, and all I could think was, oh my god, this would be so good on a graham cracker. That's what I'm missing. I gotta get graham crackers now.
Thank you,
But no,
JoJo. That's what it was. Showbiz pizza.
I didn't know.
Thank you. I knew Chuck E. Cheese used to be something else
I knew it was too,
because
but I didn't know the name of it.
they had the bears.
That's right.
They had the bears up there, the animatronic bears.
Oh my god.
No, I've never put a peep in a microwave, but I'll do it if I put it in something plastic to keep them from exploding all over the inside of the microwave.
Nah, you're gonna put a piece of chocolate and a graham cookie on top of it. It ain't exploding.
No,
Mm-mm.
I'm not a fan of s'mores. I don't like s'mores.
Normally I'm not, but this day I had a craving for them. Once I had the chocolate and marshmallow together, it just seemed natural to go that way. I don't know.
So, all right. Well, I've got to go. My allotted time is up.
Um,
Okay.
oh man, I didn't even get to tell you the good news about Shani.
Uh, tell me on Monday.
All right. Well, she's not in jail, so she's back in jail. But I did the math. It's been a couple of years since either of them have been in jail, so I'm thinking it's getting toward that time of year. They need to start getting hauled off to jail.
Okay. All right, ladies and gents, please have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. All right.
Where's your pants? Not you. Sorry.
Remember, Sunday is Easter Sunday.
Yeah.
All
Leaving
right.
for the season. I already got their
And,
bunnies. Put them
and
on.
everybody have a good weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Be with the ones you love. And of course, love the ones that you're with. And
I
everything works good. I'll be back Monday.
uh,
Me and my infusion will be here on Monday. All right.
yay.
So y'all have a good one now. Later.
Bye.